Hello and welcome you all to the landscaping course. Today we will delve deeper into the discussion on garden features. We have already completed 3 features of the garden, and today formally we will start with the 4th feature of the garden, which is the water structure. First we will talk about bog and water gardens. A bog is basically a wetland or marshy area with a spongy ground and peat deposits. They are known for their wet and waterlogged condition. They support unique vegetation like mosses, heather and plants adapted to acidic environments. Bogs typically have acidic water with the low nutrients level. A bog garden is an intentionally cultivated space designated, or you can say designed, to mimic the characteristics of a natural bog or wetland within a garden. They play a crucial role in supporting a specialized plant and animal species adapted to their distinct condition. A bog garden usually provides a link between the aquatic garden and other parts of the garden. Bog gardens are part of any big garden. Here is an image of one big garden, which is a part of a Howick garden in the England. A bog garden is important for several reasons. Firstly, that it promotes biodiversity by providing a unique habitat for plants adapted to waterlogged acidic conditions, as well as attracting diverse wildlife such as insects, amphibians and birds. Secondly, the bog garden offers educational opportunities for visitors to learn about a specialized plant species, that is wetland ecosystem, and the importance of conserving these environments. And the third one is the distinctive plants and water features in a bog garden contribute to the overall visual appeal of the garden, adding variety and interest to the landscape. Moreover, it can also play a role in sustainable water management by creating a space that retains and filters water, potentially reducing the risk of water runoff and aiding in groundwater recharge. Bog gardens also contribute to ecosystem services by providing habitat for beneficial insects, supporting pollinators and participating in nutrient cycling processes. Lastly, the bog gardens showcase unique and interesting plant species, inspiring gardeners to experiment with a broader range of flora and explore the possibilities of designing gardens that mimic specific natural environments. In summary, we can say that a bog garden adds ecological, educational and aesthetic values to a garden, fostering biodiversity and offering a dynamic and multifaceted landscape for both the visitors and the surrounding ecosystem. A bog garden can be created by incorporating some unique plant species, and some of them are listed as follows: that Ecorus calamus and Ecolus graminis, Arundinaria bamboo and Arundodonax. Then we have the astable, then another plant species, that is the Virginia lingulata. The one is the flowering rush, its botanical name is the Botomus umbellatus. Then we have marsh marigold, orchid. Then we have the genus Ravelli that adapts well to boggy soils. Then the iris varieties. Then we have the Lugularia. Then cardinal flowers, that is Mimulus cardinalis. Then pickerweed. We have the Primula variety, that is Primula japonica, and Sagittaria varieties, and also that has a Kaila lily, etc. Besides this, there are the various ferns that are also included in the bog garden list. Here the next is the water gardens, which are also known as the aquatic gardens, that serve as showcases for various aquatic plants, emphasizing the cultivation of plant life over fish. They can be made in containers, shell liners, PVC liners, or even indoors, offering diverse design and sizes. While deep water gardens also exist, many are intentionally shallow to suit plants that are sensitive to depth. These gardens find a place in various settings, including both indoor and outdoor environments, providing a focal point for the growth and display of aquatic plant species. An example of a natural water garden is the Everglades, which is situated in the Florida, USA. The Everglades is a vast and unique wetland ecosystem that includes a mix of sawgrass, marshes, cypress swamps, and shallow water habitats. It functions as a natural water garden due to its abundance of aquatic plants, including the various grasses, lilies, and other wetland vegetations. Why should we have water garden? The reason is as mentioned below. Water gardens serve as the soul of a garden, providing a central and vital element. They create a smooth transition within the garden, enhancing the overall aesthetic appeal. They act as a natural element, offering a cooling effect and maintaining humidity in the surroundings. Additionally, with reflective surfaces, water gardens create mesmerizing reflections, multiplying celestial elements during the day and night. Water gardens harbor aquatic life, offering added enjoyment, especially for children. Pools inherently bring tranquility while flowing water through rippling streams. Waterfalls or fountains adds life and restful murmuring sound. Water gardens provide habitat for various living organisms, contributing to the biodiversity of the garden. They offer the opportunity to grow diverse and beautiful plants that thrive specifically in aquatic environments. Moreover, sparkling sunshine, dancing raindrops, and the play of light on the water surface also add to the visual delight of the garden. The water garden features different type of plants such as floating plants. These plants float at the top of the water surface. Their roots anchored at the water garden's bottom, while their leaves and flowers float above the water. Some floating plants are free floating, meaning the entire plant is suspended in the water and can move freely over the water surface. Floating plants help to provide shade, keep the water clean, and control the algae love warm and controls algae because algae love warm temperatures and they need the sun to perform photosynthesis. Floating plants help lower water temperature and limit the algae photosynthesis process by blocking sunlight. There are some examples of the floating plants such as the duckweed, water lettuce, then water lilies, lotuses, water hyacinth and spatter dock. It also has oxygenating plants, that is submerged plants are also known as the oxygenating plants. They thrive at the bottom of the water garden. They are completely immersed beneath the water surface. They play a crucial role in filtering the water, effectively controlling algae growth and contributing essential oxygen to the aquatic environment. These plants not only serve as the natural filters but also offer shelter for small fish. There is some examples of submerged plants which include the hornwort, grasses, then anacaris and cabomba. Anacaris and cabomba. The water elegants or the water gardens also features marginal plants. They are also known as shelf plants. Marginal plants are cultivated near the water garden's edge and are sensitive to depth, flourishing when the water is only a few inches above the plant's ground. Typically, it might be around 6 inches. These plants are unable to thrive at deeper levels and have varying depth requirements based on the plant type. Water gardens often incorporate a shallow shelf along the edge, especially for the growth of marginal plants, and stackable crates can be employed to adjust or add shelf level as needed. Besides their aesthetic contribution, the marginal plants play a crucial role in water filtration, help to control the growth of the algae and attract wildlife to the water gardens. So, these are some of the examples of the marginal plants that has been included in the water garden. There may be the cattails, then we have the arrowhead, then we have the pickerweed, then we have the water plantain, and the next one is the sweet flag. The moving ahead in continuation to water structure, we have seen that rockery or rock garden is the another subtype of water structure of gardens. A rock garden, whether standalone or part of a larger garden, replicates mountainous, temperate or alpine environments, cultivating plants in rocky spaces that mimic their natural habitats. If rockery or rock garden as a water feature is incorporated into the gardens, it adds a unique and visually appealing dimensions. Rocks can be arranged to create a cascading effect, allowing water to flow gently over the rocks. This mimics a natural stream or waterfall, providing a soothing and dynamic element to the garden. Rocks can be used to edge a pond or water feature. A strategically placed rock around the water's edge enhance the natural look and can create a transition between the water and surrounding plants. Rocks can also be incorporated into the fountain design. So, the rocks can serve as the base or structure for the fountain, adding a textural and organic feel to the water feature. Small rock pools can be built within the garden. These can be shallow areas filled with water, surrounded by rocks, and perhaps adorned with aquatic plants. This creates a serene and contemplative space. Then the rock walls can be constructed with a waterfall struck feature. This can be achieved by arranging rocks to create a tiered effect, allowing water to cascade down the rocks, resembling a natural waterfall. Rocks can be arranged artistically to form sculptures within a water feature. This can create a focal point in the garden, adding a touch of artistry to the landscape. Then we have the bubbling rocks, or that is the rock bubbers that can be installed. They are rocks with water bubbling up through them, creating a bubbling effect that adds sound and movement to the gardens. Rocks can also be combined with the pond, allowing them to partially emerge from the water. This creates a visually interesting effect where rocks appear both above and below the water surface. Then the rocks can also be used to create a bridge or pathway over a small water feature. This adds functionality to the garden while enhancing the natural aesthetic. Rockery can be designed that incorporates alpine plants and small water features. This creates a mountainous landscape with rocks, plants and water reminiscent of alpine region. When incorporating rocks into water feature, it's essential to consider the overall design, ensuring harmony with the surrounding vegetation and the garden themes. Water structure as a garden features include a range of elements such as the hills that elevate the landscape as shown here in the figures, offering the diverse height and scenic viewpoints, and the inclusion of water elements such as water courses, that waterfalls as shown in the figure, that streams and fountains, which adds both visual and auditory appeal to the garden environment. The next feature is basically the culvert. It is a man-made structure facilitating water flow and enhances garden design by providing a bridge-like element. It is typically constructed with the materials like concrete or stones. It seamlessly blends with the natural landscape and serves practical and decorative purposes. This structure allows pathways over small water courses or drainage areas, enhancing both functionality and aesthetics while providing a passage over water features in the garden. Another feature of the water structure is the bridge. Bridge work introduces a charming and functional feature to the garden landscape with diverse styles ranging from traditional arch to the modern design. These structures are constructed using materials like wood, stone or metal, and they usually span over streams, ponds or small water courses. Beyond their practicality, bridges enhance the garden's visual appeal, creating focal points and the points of the interest. They also serve as structured pathway, guiding visitors and adding a sense of exploration to the garden. Additionally, incorporating light option can bring enchanting effects to the garden in the evening. The moving further in relation to water structure, next feature is the islands. Island creates the local points and are unique elements within bodies of water. They enhance visual interest in the garden. Typically, they are situated within bodies of water such as ponds or small lakes. They can take various shapes and sizes from small rock island to large landscape features. They are also adorned with plants, flowers and possibly small trees or shrubs. Usually, they draw attention and provide a sense of destination within the garden. They also enhance the reflection of the surrounding greenery and features in the water, as you can see here in the figure. Moreover, they also offer a habitat for small aquatic creatures and birds. They may be designed for visitors to access either by footpath or small bridges. They also contribute to the overall beauty and tranquility of the garden environment. Another striking feature within the water structure is the lighting in the garden. It includes submersible lights placed in the ponds or water features creating a radiant underwater glow, as you can see here in the figure. Additionally, floating solar or LED lights on the water surface contribute to decorative and enchanting effect, illuminating water walls or cascading features enhance the garden's visual appeal during the evening. Lighting is strategically positioned to cast reflection on the water surface results in the dynamic patterns, while LED lights with color changing option offer a vibrant and customizable display. Along water edges or pathways, lights can be strategically placed for a subtle and elegant touch. When incorporated into fountains, they highlight the water spray, adding drama and elegance. Soft and strategically placed lights can mimic the glow of the moon, contributing to a serene atmosphere in the garden. So, now that today's lecture is over, and in tomorrow or in the next lecture we will continue this. Thank you so much.